Memphis has been on the hunt for 23-year-old Justin Johnson, now on the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's most wanted list. According to police, Johnson allegedly pulled the trigger, killing rap star young Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., at a cookie shop in South Memphis on November 17th.
What up, dope? What up, dope? What up, dope? It's Gaddis the Great Media, and I'm back with another one. We got young Dolph killers, we got NY drillers, and we got a bunch of crazy news stories. But before we get into this, y'all know what we need to do. I need you to beat that torture. I need you to beat that torture, that like button. I need you to beat that torture, that subscription. And I need you to beat that torture, that notification bell, so I know we all in here. Family, what up, though?
Yeah, I'm on the stairs.
In the shadow of darkness, highly trained and heavily armed detectives file in. They even position themselves on the roof of the building. And in minutes, one by one, of the alleged gang members are in custody, including 17-year-old Giovanni Bennett. He's accused of firing a gun right outside of MetroTech in broad daylight. A bullet hit a 19-year-old college student, an innocent bystander. Police also arrested these two 17-year-olds in connection to a mass shooting. 8 people shot. One died outside the Eleanor Roosevelt houses over the summer.
These 3 that came this morning are the worst of the worst that we brought in.
I got some more for you. Hold on, don't even trip. I got some more for you.
She's a well-known businesswoman. She's the mother of a toddler that she shares with a very well-known music producer who's worked with the likes of Dr. Dre, Justin Timberlake, and Beyonce. And she shared these screen grabs with me from her Ring doorbell. Now, the home invasion happened around 1:30 this morning. The 2 victims are housekeepers, saying they were sound asleep when they were woken up by 3 masked men. The suspects pointing guns at the women, including a handgun and a rifle. The women told me that the men ordered them to the floor where they were bound, their hands tied with those plastic zip ties. The suspects then went on to ransack the multi-million-dollar house, again home to this businesswoman and social media influencer.
A wife and mother is asking for help tonight after her husband was gunned down in Humble. She says the family was at a Chuck E. Cheese celebrating their daughter's 6th birthday when he was killed. In fact, he was carrying his daughter's birthday cake when someone shot him.
Investigators say there was a verbal altercation with a man in a burgundy Ford. Officers were nearby and heard the gunshots. The man in the burgundy Ford fled the scene, and the victim was taken to the hospital.
My husband passed without me, without anybody to hold his hand, to comfort him.
Prosecutors say the 16-year-old employee shot and killed at a Milwaukee Burger King was struck by a co-worker who was trying to stop a robbery.
Stephen Ben, that co-worker, 34-year-old Derek Ellis, on the run tonight, according to police. Police were called to the Burger King here at 51st and Capitol shortly after 10 Sunday night. In those filings, police say surveillance video shows an employee inside the restaurant, that's Ellis, appeared to be firing a gun at a man in the drive-thru who is trying to rob the cashier, 16-year-old Naisha Harris Brazel. Court filings say after the shooting, Ellis crawled on the floor collecting the fired casings. He then met with the restaurant manager who opened a safe in the office, and Ellis placed the handgun and shell casings into the safe and took off.
I wasn't gonna leave y'all hanging. Come on, it's the new year. Detroit, come on.
Memphis has been on the hunt for 23-year-old Justin Johnson, now on the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's most wanted list. According to police, Johnson allegedly pulled the trigger, killing rap star young Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., at a cookie shop in South Memphis on November 17th. Several sources have named Johnson as rapper Straight Drop. These images from a music video posted shortly after Dolph's murder now have fans making the connection between Johnson standing in front of what appears to be the abandoned home where the getaway car was discovered.